Today, the R8 Optimizer is the best tool for low effort and high impact performance improvement you can use. And it's very likely that by tweaking its configuration, even your app could see improved performance. In this introduction to the R8 Optimizer, I'm going to talk you through the three main things. Number one, you'll get to see why you should enable the R8 Optimizer in your app. Number two, I'll tell you what it does to improve your Android app's performance. And number three, I'll show you how to enable the R8 Optimizer. In another video, my colleague, Ajesh, will show you how to configure R8. He'll also talk you through debugging your existing R8 Optimizer configurations and will share some best practices. You can find the link in the description. Let's get started with reasons to enable R8 by taking a look at how the Optimizer improved Reddit's Android app. Like many other apps, the Reddit Android app had already been using R8 in a legacy mode that only makes use of basic optimization. After assessing the app performance with the app performance score, the engineering team at Reddit decided to take the steps to enable R8's full potential. The results are impressive. Reddit observed a 40% faster cold startup, leading to a much snappier initial user experience. Reddit also reported a 30% reduction in application not responding errors, improving the app stability. Scrolling and animation also got a lot smoother. Frame rendering improved by 25% across devices, improving the overall user experience. App installation and download time decreased as well, due to an app size reduction of 14%. By using Android Vitals and Crashlytics, Reddit was able to capture these metrics on actual devices with real users and compare how the numbers developed over multiple releases. Along with these technical performance metrics, Reddit also saw positive movement in their business metrics, indicating happier and more engaged users. The engineer behind enabling the R8 Optimizer stated that reconfiguring the R8 Optimizer to use its full potential took less than 2 weeks. Considering the short time necessary to enable substantial performance gains leading to sustained user rating improvements, this is a fantastic return on investment. Looking at Reddit's results, we can see that the R8 Optimizer had a high impact on the app's performance with a relatively low engineering effort. Faster startup and improved rendering performance are visible to users, and as a result can be linked directly to user satisfaction. The R8 Optimizer tends to improve both of these areas significantly. When apps are slow to respond, the Android framework can trigger an application not responding error, or ANR for short. We have seen time and again that the performance optimizations of R8 also significantly decrease the amount of ANR. To understand and debug the remaining ANR errors, you can check out the video's description for a link to our in-depth guidance on this topic. As the R8 Optimizer makes apps run more efficiently, it also has positive effects on overall app health metrics. Apps that run more efficiently, use less memory, are less hungry for CPU cycles. And due to the R8 Optimizer's code and resource shrinking features, the size and install latency of apps also is consistently improved. These technical improvements have a direct impact on user satisfaction and can be reflected in user retention, engagement, and session length. Also, user stickiness, measured with daily, weekly, or monthly active users, can be positively affected by technical performance improvements. And we've seen app ratings on the Play Store rise in correlation with R8 adoption as well. Do you know any other way to significantly improve your app's technical performance in such a short time frame? I don't. As you can see, deliberate performance optimization is a virtue. For a long time, R8 was seen mainly as a tool for shrinking an app's size and code minification. Additionally, R8 is also a very powerful tool to optimize your app's code. The R8 Optimizer takes many steps to improve app performance. There's too much going on to cover everything here. Instead, let's shine a spotlight on the most important ones. The most important step to reducing app size is tree shaking. During this phase, the R8 Optimizer removes unused code from libraries that your app depends on, as well as dead code from your own codebase. When inlining methods, it replaces a method call with the actual code. Class merging and other strategies are applied to make the code more compact. Abstractions such as interfaces or class hierarchies don't matter at this point and will be removed. And R8 can also minify an app. Here, names of classes, fields, and methods are changed to shorter and meaningless names. So instead of my data model, you might end up with a class called A. R8 also takes care of resource shrinking. In this phase, it can further reduce an app size by removing unused resources such as XML files and drawables. All of these steps combine to improve your app's performance. And now, I'll show you how to enable the R8-Optimizer's full potential. First, verify whether R8 can optimize your app in full. Check if your app still uses this flag that disables full mode in your Gradle properties file. If you find it, remove the flag to unlock the optimizer's full potential. Sometimes that's all it takes to make big app performance improvements, but we're just getting started. Now, open your app's build file and verify that minification and resource shrinking are enabled. These instructions actually enable R8. The Android SDK provides two sets of basic instructions for the R8 optimizer, Proguard-Android and Proguard-Android-Optimize. But which one should you use? To answer this, let's take a quick look at the Disney Plus Android app. As engineers at Disney Plus are prioritizing app performance and optimizing the app's user experience, sometimes even seemingly small changes can have a huge impact. While inspecting their R8 configuration, the team found that the Don't Optimize flag was being used. It was brought in by a default configuration file, which is still used in many apps today. All that was needed from Disney Plus's side was to replace the default configuration file for Proguard-Android-Optimize. This change allows the R8 optimizer to apply optimizations to the app. And this one seemingly small configuration update significantly improved several performance metrics. After a new version of the app containing this change was rolled out to users, Disney Plus saw improved slow startup metrics by over 30%. And the user-perceived ANR rate went down by over 25%. As I mentioned before, both of these metrics are highly relevant to user satisfaction. As a result of these findings, we have also taken action to make it easier for every Android developer to do the right thing. We added a new lint warning into Android Studio. Starting from Android Studio Narwhal, it will be easier to see when you're using the wrong configuration file. And starting into version 9 of the Android Gradle plugin, we are no longer supporting the Proguard-Android file in favor of Proguard-Android-Optimize. Speaking of API changes, starting in the Android Gradle plugin 9, we're providing a new API for performance optimization. The API is still incubating and can experience some more evolution before reaching its final form. It's an exciting change, so let's take a peek at what we have in store for you. The new optimization block is more descriptive and simplifies the way you declare how a build type or variant of your app should be optimized. The enabled flag turns on the R8 optimizer as well as resource shrinking at the same time. Adding and managing keep rules has seen a facelift as well. Two completely new features are the possibility to ignore problematic keep rules from external dependencies and, on the flip side, allow rules from dependencies covering a specific namespace. Both of these can help along the way to enabling R8's full optimization potential. And we also added a new configuration option for baseline profiles. In case you haven't heard of baseline profiles yet, they are another key tool to improve app startup and runtime performance. By moving the code interpretation and just-in-time compilation steps away from user devices, app startup can be streamlined and rendering performance improved. In a recent article, engineers at Meta called out that slow startups, dropped frames, and poor responsiveness are key drivers for user frustration and attrition. The same article mentioned that baseline profiles has improved performance for various critical metrics by up to 40% across their apps. Baseline profiles are a stable technology that has shown to improve app performance significantly across a large variety of apps. The engineering team at Trello also was able to reduce their app startup time by 25% after introducing baseline profiles to their app. You will learn more about baseline profiles throughout Performance Spotlight Week. And now, it's time for you to get to work. The R8 optimizer can have a significant impact on various metrics, and you should enable it today. In case you're seeing any unexpected behavior or even crashes, don't despair. Spotlight Week just started, and we have another video on improving and troubleshooting your R8 configuration waiting for you. I'm challenging you to follow the relevant steps to enable the R8 optimizer's full potential in your app. All through Performance Spotlight Week, we are available for your questions and comments on enabling R8. Our experts will respond to comments on this video and monitor the social media tag. The perfect moment to enable app optimizations for your app is now. To dive even deeper into R8, baseline profiles, and app success stories, read the Android Developers blog and check out the guidance on enabling app optimization. The full list of links can be found in this video's description. Subscribe to the Android Developers channel for more in-depth videos and stay tuned for more content in this Performance Spotlight week.